Set as their Ravens will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Here we go. 180! 21, 21.
Garoppolo now. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The result of first down is a quick slant gets him 14. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Corey Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19. Yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 81 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big play ability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
13.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Hey, Delta. 36. Line 36. Here we go.
Go ahead.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
That's good for Baltimore. 1st down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now for Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ingram again, a first down carry. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mike, 50 seconds. Come on. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. You got three down, 3 down.
Now it's Ingram. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
56 at the mic. I got it. Check 24. Check 24.
On second down now, it's Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the option. 41 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Corey Grant with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
They'll run on first down. Grant. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson on the move to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On the ground, this is Ware. And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
Jackson on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
12, fellas, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And got his man complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Garoppolo now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. On first down, here's Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 11, 11, 11, 11.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Here we go.
Matt Judon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the rookie 4th-rounder Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check hot route. Hot, hot. 164. Weak.
Hey, check mark 33. Check mark 33.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Check 50.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision, because they do have the final call now.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, you know, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have it.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-4. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Check safety. 66, pull it, high.
57's mine.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Ingram again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. On 2nd down, Ingram. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? From the gun, Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
Let's set a tone, brother. Let's set a tone. Check. Check 25. Check 25.
Jackson on 1st down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
It's now 3rd and goal.
He can run for, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Let's go.
That's their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the 49ers get a score closer. point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Powerful running, brushing off defenders, and able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Back him up, back him up.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Ready?
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's go one more. Check the backer, check the backer. Deuce. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Ball trot. Mike, check 33. Hit. Watch the twist.
Hey, check Mike 33.
Now Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
He's coming.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now it's Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 65.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Here we go.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Garoppolo only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Hey, keep it up.
They run forward with Breida, and I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold them to a gain of a couple. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Jackson, option right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check 56. I'm going to come back to you. Say. Check. Hot 6, Mike 56. You don't want this. Mike 56. All right, T, let's try. All right, T, go. 56, go. 56 is the mic.
Man out, man out, man out, man out.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Hey, watch him.
Echo. 56, the mic, boys, 56. Check, 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Here we go.
They've gone final now in Charlotte. And now the Redskins, they've opened up a 2-touchdown lead there. Throwing now is Garoppolo. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Garoppolo. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matt Judon in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And an alley to run. There goes Mark Ingram. The 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 78 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Tighten down. There you go.
One final try now for Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.